Alright, gonna work on the old Brownwall again. Mike is here.
How you doing?
And what we did last time was we had the problem, right, with this bolt, and we're losing compression out of it, and we tried to seal it with gas oil and a stud in there, and it didn't work, you know, but we tried it. So now we're going to try epoxy. You know, we want to try to avoid welding it and having to tap it and we'll weld a stud in there or something like that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to avoid heat at this point now that it's painted. So
yeah, we're not so much worried about the paint. It's just, you know,
no,
you don't want a stud there.
Make a big project.
Right.
Well, we're gonna have to put a stud in there.
Right.
We're gonna have to put a stud because you're gonna have to fill in around the low area with the and unless you filled it in with epoxy and drilled the epoxy and threaded it. Or you could just epoxy a stud in its place. Because the threads are going to do the mechanical holding, but the epoxy is what we're going to need to actually seal the void. So, yeah. And that's what we're talking about right there.
Right.
Hissing right out of there.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll try. You know, that's all you can do is keep trying.
Yep.
All right. We'll get back to you guys when we clean that up and get ready to put a stud in. All right. Mike is epoxying a stud in there right now. We're going to try that, and if it fails, then I guess we're going to have to braze it. We wanted to try and avoid that because we would have had to take the cylinder off, and you know, everything's all put together.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it works. I think it'll work.
I think so. It doesn't get too hot. I mean, for the speed it's going to be going.
Yeah, I mean it is an air-cooled engine, so it's going to be getting hot more. The temperature is going to be higher than in a water-cooled engine, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's a hit-and-miss engine. It spends more time missing than it does hitting, so it'll keep itself regulated.
Like I say, if it works, it works. If it don't, then we'll have to do
Plan B.
Right, exactly. All right, you gonna stay there and hold that for a couple hours?
That'll be fine. It's already starting to set up.
Yeah, it's JB Weld. It sets up a lot faster than the other stuff I usually use.
Good deal.
All right. We got a little spring over here that goes over this nut.
I got it right here.
Or this bolt, and it hooks onto here. Oh, I lost it, Mike. All right, hold up. Let me try and find it. All right, sorry about that. Like I was saying, it hooks onto this bolt, and then the back end. See if I can finagle it here. Goes onto here, and it's kind of sloppy. So what Mike is doing, he's over there. He's cutting a flange on a flange nut. He's cutting down one nut, and it's going to actually hold the spring a little better.
Like that.
There he goes. He's testing it now.
Perfect, right there.
Yeah.
So custom.
I think on the back end of it there, we're gonna soften the spring a little bit because it's a little stiff.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit stiff for what we need it to do. So
maybe we'll just when we soften it up, maybe we'll just curl the back of it so it hooks onto the other one.
Yeah.
All right. Good work, buddy.
I think I lost that point on my tool there.
Oh man. You have to put it back on before you leave so I can use it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had no point on that tool at all.
Huh.
Alright.
It happens.
Correct that.
Stuff happens, Mike.
That's all.
Let me see what you got there, buddy.
Oh, here you go. I'll take it. Can you see what I'm working with?
That was a nut, a flange nut, what you call that?
Yeah, like a flanged lock nut. Had kind of the grooves at the bottom. You can kind of see traces of them there. So what I've done is I've taken it and I've crushed it in the vise so that I can just about get it threaded on this screw here, and it'll stop on its own. I don't want to get it very tight, just so that when I tighten this little wing nut here, it doesn't ride up on the nut. It actually works to compress the spring. So I'll take that and just take a pair of needle nose pliers, kind of grip it and turn the wing nut. And that's all. That's all it's got to do is get on there and stay stuck on there. So, and then here's the spring. Spring will go something like this, like that. Then you can adjust tension on the spring like this.
Hmm.
That's all, and
Yeah,
then you
that's
lock
much
it.
better.
You lock it down with just your hex nut. And then we can make something for this end too, so it's not all kind of wobbling around. Something similar.
Even just with the one end, it's so much better.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. That's really all it takes there. So that spring we have to weaken a little bit. It's a bit too tense. I mean, we really should try to run it first and verify that it latches out at all.
Right.
And then go from there before we start fiddling with it. We're not far from running it, actually.
No.
I would say. Really, we need a fuel system and we need some ignition.
Yeah.
And
I got a couple fuel tanks on a wall over there.
Oh, all right.
Like from an old WM or something.
That should be sufficient.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a shame this we're gonna have to wait for the epoxy.
Yeah. We're not quite there yet. It's tacky, but it's not sealed.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to rush it after all that work. So.
No, I guess not. So.
Yeah. All right. I think our dinner just showed up, so we say we have something to eat.
All right, let's do it.
All right. All right. Yeah, we're pretty much at a standstill here with the springs and everything else, and the front end here. I guess we could make a gas tank, but I think I'll mess with that during the week. But I guess what we do now is make a belt. Mike is putting a fan on. Remember that, or a brass blade fan? That's pretty sharp, Mike.
That is. That still looks great.
That first dent's gonna kill me.
Ah. Gotta be careful.
Oh, look at that spin. It's spin good without a wheel now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Imagine how fast that's gonna be, Mike. What's the ratio on that? Jeez,
Oh man. Like 10 to 1. Crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be flying. The engine's probably gonna be running about 350 RPM.
Right.
Maybe a bit lower. You can probably get it down to around 250. But hey, that's gonna be singing that fan.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna be able to see it when it's spinning.
What was that, about a 16-inch wheel? 14, 15? There's a tape measure right there. I'll have my subscribers tell me. 14.
14 inches.
14, and that's about 1.5 maybe?
Yeah, 1.5, thereabouts. A little bit more, but pretty much 1.5.
14 to 1. That's how I figured it. I don't know how to add or subtract. All right, let's see the belt. I got two of them in case I mess one up. It's just like a woven, rubberized belt.
Oh, it's already it's continuous.
Okay. It is. It's all one piece.
So
we got to cut it.
Trim it.
Yeah.
Trim it to size. Okay. So something like. Okay. That actually looks nice. It fits the pulley perfectly.
Yeah, it does.
It's the perfect width for the pulley.
Yep.
Yeah, high speed. Yeah, 5/8 wide. Okay. Yeah, we can make
look at that. Look at that. You're not even moving it, and that thing going around 3-4 times. Oh well.
So we got to trim about what? About a foot off, maybe a little bit more than a foot. So, yeah. Because we don't want it real tight, not too tight. Maybe about that tension right there. That's about it. 'Cause if it slips a little bit, that's fine.
I don't think it'll be slipping. Christ, that thing spins like a.
Yeah.
It's not even on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be okay.
I think so as well. There's really no adjustment to speak of on it. So once it's on there, it's on there.
Exactly. All right. Let me see if I can find the, what do they call that thing? A lacer?
Yeah, your belt lacer.
All right. I picked this up at the last show, Mike. And I think it might be what you need. They're real tiny staples.
Oh yeah, yep. I think that will do just fine.
Came with some leather belt, but you'll have to figure it out. I'm sure you've done it before.
Yeah, it's a clipper. We'll get you laced up. No worries.
Want to move the engine sideways? Give you a little room to work?
Well, we got to do this in the vise.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, this is a vise operation.
All right.
So we'll get a section cut out and put it in there.
All right, this should be interesting. All right, hold up, Mike. Let me see. Let's, this is probably going to be interesting. Show them what you did.
Oh, okay. Well,
since I didn't catch, well, you still have to do another one, right?
I have to do another one, but the lacing comes on a little cardboard backer like that. So you choose how many you need width-wise, and then you put that quantity. I usually, well, on a small belt like this, like I needed 5 here, so I put 5 of these little clips in those grooves like this. Put them in there, and then there's this pin that you slip through the bottom, and it retains those 5, and you rip the cardboard away, so like I did with this, just rip the cardboard right out, and then that holds the pins upright with the jaws wide open, and the pin is in here holding them in, like that, and then you just take the vise, when you tighten the vise, it closes the jaws in the lacer, and that pinches the teeth on the belt, and it sends you can kind of see the pins, it sends them right through the belt material.
Okay.
But now that we've made one end...
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll be able to catch it on your other one, but now you just have to cut it for length, right?
Right. So we're just going to... I already cut the belt in half, so I just have to get an idea of about the length I'm going to need. And like I said a minute ago, we want it to be snug, but doesn't need to be terribly tight, because we're going to have to obviously get it on, and there's no means to tension it. There's no adjustment between the crankshaft and the fan blade shaft either. So,
I guess if you really had to, you could always put some kind of friction tape or something on it. That
build
baby
it up a little bit. Yeah, if it was
too sloppy.
Right. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, so you're better off being a little sloppy than too
tight. Right.
Oh well.
So, I'm gonna set them next to each other here. So, because the pin, really, the pin is going to end up something like this. It's going to pass right through here. So, I'm thinking, cut it right about here. I think that should be fine. And then you see how far the lacing sticks out past the end of the belt. That'll put the other end of the lacing right about here. And then once I line them back up, I think the width will be just right to send a pin through there.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go with.
All right. I'll meet you over at the vise.
All right.
All right, buddy. Let's see how it's done.
All right. So we got 5. This is the belt cut to length. We got 5 laces here. So the adjoining belt's going to be 4 laces, and they're going to sit right in between like that. So we need 2. So we got,
at least in theory.
Well, yeah, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps in between these. So the laces on the other one won't go all the way to the end. So I'm gonna. It's kind of a pain sometimes to get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them lined up and started in there.
You stick your little pin in.
Yeah, peel it back a little bit. And slip the pin in.
That's how they used to do it.
And just rip the cardboard out. Okay. So can you see that they're held in there? They got little spikes on each end of them. They're sharpened to a point there. So, and they're held in there by that pin. This is just like a stopgap to prevent you from crushing it too tightly.
Right.
So it's permanently fixed in there. So that kind of sets your maximum crush, if you will. So, and I'm just gonna get the 4. So I'm going to put the edge of the cut belt down onto the base here, and get the 4 pins as centered as I can. You know, they're going to shift around a little bit, but you know, it's not a precision science here. So take them, make sure they're still lined up. And send it home. Okay, see they're gripped in there. Then you just slide the pin out, and there you go. Kind of
looks a little wonky, but
a little off. But and one thing I forgot to mention is these actually aren't the correct. This isn't the correct lacing for this. This is a number 1 size lacing, and we should be using a number 25 for this belt.
Right.
But that's pretty much it right there.
We'll use what we got.
Yeah, so now, actually, we have a pin over here. Let's move right over.
And your other set.
Yeah, here's the set of...
yeah, this is Mike's other set.
That's a different style. You don't need the lacing tool for that. That's like a hammer-on type.
Well, let me see the pin. Put the pin on top of here so I can see it.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's important.
Yeah.
So see how the pin's got the dimples on it there?
A little serrated sort of.
Yeah, almost, yeah, exactly. But it's not round either. It's like an oval shape. So what you do is when the belt's laced together and under tension, those little bumps kind of line up in the spaces left behind, and when it's under tension, that prevents the pin from sliding out. So you don't, when you have the pin that's the style, not instead of just like a nail or something like that.
Right.
With a nail, you kind of have to bend it, little wings on it, so it doesn't slip out, almost like a cotter pin.
Right.
But with this, you just cut it to length and slide it in there, and if your belt's got enough tension, it'll hold itself in. So let's
give it a try.
Lace it on there then.
Let me hold this.
Got it? Oh, thank you. Make sure. Oop. So you slip the pin right on through. Oop. Try not to push them out of the way. And there you go. Voila.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
So all we have to do is cut the pin to length. How does that feel?
That feels perfect.
Yeah, it does. I could turn the engine with the fan, so
yeah,
seems to have enough tension on it. I think we might have gotten lucky. First
That's
try
it,
here.
Yeah.
It's not too tight, and if it, I imagine this is probably going to wear or bed in slightly.
Right.
And then when that time comes and it becomes a little bit too loose, like you said, we could put a wrap or two of friction tape here.
Right, or plastic dip or anything.
Yeah, anything really.
Yeah.
I mean, the belts are pretty well aligned.
That's good.
I'm really happy with it.
Me too.
I like it that the pin is secure. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not going to slide. Actually, it's
look
not
at
going to.
Look at it. You're actually shaking the whole table, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. The pin's not going to. It's got enough tension to keep that pin. So actually, really, I could probably pull it back a notch, right there, and then cut it off there, and then I'll take the ends and take them on the disc sander and round them over, just so there's not a sharp point, because this is stainless steel, so it kind of cuts with a burr.
Yeah.
So and then that's it.
All right.
Let's do that. There you go.
There you go. Give her a spin. Let me get over here. You spin it. You get over here.
All right, watch out.
Switch. Put your handle on there, Mike.
Oh.
Listen to it. Listen to the compression. You hear that? Whoop, whoop.
Wow. It's going this way.
I know. I don't feel nothing over here.
Wow. Yeah. You come over here.
Switch. I can't. You'll be hit me with the.
Oh, there's no key over here. I can't. I might be able to get the crank caught over here. Oh no, it's not going to engage the right way.
All right, go over here.
I got crank with my left hand.
Go ahead.
Trying not to hit myself in the jaw. Ready?
Wow. Well, that does throw a lot of wind.
It does. And it's quiet too. You don't hear the. Sometimes you hear the lacing when it goes around a small pulley.
Right.
You'll hear it kind of like chitter chatter as it goes around. But no.
Oh wow, that worked out well. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a leather belt and everything, but you know, you gotta
work with what you got.
Exactly.
Work with what's available too.
Yeah. Well, that was available. It was like $60 though.
Oh.
For a piece of leather that strap. Oh well. All right. Well, we didn't get it running this week only because of that epoxy. Wow. You know, I hope nobody sticks their finger in that because you can't even see that, Mike.
I know.
It blends right in with the gold head.
Cylinder.
I should have painted it red.
Wow. Ah, it's like an air conditioner.
That's crazy. Oh well. All right. We're not, like I say, we're not going to get it running now, but
we're darn close.
We are. Probably next video we should have it, but at least we got something done, buddy.
All right.
What do you say? Enough of this?
Enough of this. Shut it down.
All right. Shut it down.